I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So Monday Night Football. First off, Monday Night Football. I don't know why they continue to do these two games. Me personally, I wish they would just go back to one Monday Night Football game. I think that's better when they had it that way, but it is what it is. But let's get right into it, man. First, the Bills versus the Jaguars. Don't even really got to speak about it or speak on it too much. The Bills are the Bills. The Jaguars or the Jaguars, correct? Total domination per domination. It's looking like Trevor Lawrence is maybe was hyped up, maybe not the quarterback that most people expected, but that's how it goes sometimes, man. But Jacksonville definitely in trouble. Jacksonville look horrible. A lot of issues going on there. It seems like head coach job might be on the line. Yeah, the Jaguars are the Jaguars. The Bills are the Bills. Dominant. Josh Allen looking good this year, but the Bills are looking better as a whole, as a team this year. Like I said in previous videos, Josh Allen doesn't have to do too much. You don't got to always put the team on his back. They have a run game. The trenches, they're very solid in the trenches, both sides of the ball, dog. So the Bills looking really good, dog. The AFC, the Bills, the Chiefs, they're gonna be right there, man. The Bengals looking like they're in trouble, but the Bills, they might be. We talking about the best team in the AFC. It could downright be the Bills right now at this moment, dog. You look at the Texans, you look at the Chiefs, and the Bills. Those are, who would most say are the top three in the AFC, right? But the Bills looking dominant, man. The Bills looking very dominant. I watch more of the Commanders game, Commanders versus the Bengals game than the Bills because it was such a blowout. You know what I'm saying? Early, dog. You knew who was going to win that game early. But Josh Allen playing phenomenal football. Less turnovers this year. Their defense is stout, elite. You hear me, dog? And they lost some players. You speak about Diggs, the safeties they lost, etc. But they're looking like a good team and overall great team, defense, offense. They play complementary football, homie. It's just what it is. It's a long season. Just like every team got to keep it going. We'll see how the Bills do, especially come playoff time. Can they finally get over that hump? But the Bills looking good, dog. Definitely one of the top teams in the NFL at this moment, homie. Period. Now let's go to the Commanders and the Bengals, man. Shout out to the Commanders, dog. They're a young team. The Commanders are a young team. I'm gonna get into some notes, but they're a young team. I'm not gonna say watch out for the Commanders now, but you never know. I mean, they're damn near right there in the battle for the NFC East, correct? Cowboys looking iffy. The Giants, we know who the Giants are. They ain't nothing special. The Eagles are beatable. So the Commanders could be right there at the end of the season, man. Competing for that NFC East or a playoff shot. But they're a young team, a team that fights hard, I'm not going to say they're going to make noise this year, though. But look out for the Commanders in the future. Jaden Daniels is the real deal. Jaden Daniels is the real deal, though. Let's look at some of the notes. The Commanders, yeah, Jaden Daniels, he looked like a damn near true veteran out there last night. You know what I'm saying? Like a real true veteran, dog. Standing in the pocket, but not only standing in the pocket, he's great running with the ball. You ask me, he could be a Lamar, but better than Lamar as far as QB accuracy, his arm ability. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson, definitely a different specimen, but we've seen Lamar Jackson be very inaccurate in big moments, big time, missing big time throws, wide open receivers. But Jaden Daniels, that dude has an arm and he's accurate as well. And he's gonna continue to improve. He's only a rookie, homie. He's only a rookie, looking like a vet out there, looking like a true comfortable vet out there. You hear me? Huh? Superstar in the making, man. Only thing about Jaden Daniels, at times he's very hesitant. He second guesses himself instead of going with it, seeing the throw, just letting it go. He sits back. Sometimes he wants to make sure the receiver is wide open. But we know in the NFL, sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes the quarterback has to throw the receiver open. You hear me? So just Jaden Daniels, he needs to trust his eyes more, dog. There was a couple throws last night, receiver wide open. He took a little bit too much time making sure, is it there? Sometimes just let it rip, big dog. Trust your eyes and go with it. Heavy, homie. You know what I'm saying? Stop second guessing. But his arm talent, his talent overall, He's going to be a star. He's on his way to being a star if he can stay healthy, man. No cap. You know what I'm saying? Just his composure in the pocket, his confidence, his awareness, dog. You know, then they continue to bring more weapons around him. Yeah, the Commanders could definitely be a competitive team in the years to come, dog. No cap, man. Elker is a weapon. He came over from the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? So they're surrounding him with weapons early, but Eckler balled out. You know what I'm saying? It was one drive where they just passed the ball to him all the way to the end zone, dog. So they're bringing talent in slowly but surely. But Eckler is still a weapon, dog. One thing about the Commanders, though, what I realized, they're pretty soft up front. The defensive line, the Bengals ran the ball. Excuse me, the Bengals ran the ball at will up and down the field for real. And you expect a team like the Commanders to be better, be more stout up front in them trenches, especially on the interior, right? They got guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jonathan Allen, Roll Tide, full of pride. But Deron Payne, like these two guys are like considered to be upper echelon defensive tackles, nose tackles. But the way the Bengals just gashed them, yeah, that's very suspect. That's a soft spot in their defense. A soft spot in their defense, weakest. Well, can you say the weakest link? Maybe so. Their secondary, it's okay. You know, it's okay. They played well against the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? They played well against the Bengals, but how good are the Bengals for real? I'm gonna get to them in a minute. How good are the Bengals? Are they good at all? You know what I'm saying, dog? You hear me? Then you got the receiver, McLaurin, my bad, McLaurin. You know what I'm saying? This guy is a receiver who has 4 straight seasons with 1,000 yards receiving, and he's had damn near 10 plus quarterbacks throughout his career. So he hasn't had the chance to get in sync, really have chemistry, build chemistry with one quarterback. He's putting up these numbers with different quarterbacks every year in, year out. That's tough, dog. You know, chemistry is important, man. Knowing your quarterback, learning your quarterback is important. Getting those extra throws in, that's important, dog. They're building that communication, homie. You know, it all plays a part in the performance on the field. But he's a solid receiver, man. He's a solid receiver, dog. So yeah, the Commanders, young up and coming team. Watch out for them in the future. Watch how they make noise. They got a Dan Quinn, solid head coach, probably the perfect head coach for that squad. You see his excitement on the sideline. He has his players ready to play, and his defense. You know, his defense is gonna continue to grow, dog. But yeah, I think Dan Quinn right now probably the perfect coach that they need, man. You know. Winning pedigree, knows what it takes to win. I'm sure he can build the team. He has an idea of how he wants his team to play, but they're playing fast football. They play hard, They're playing hard for their head coach. So that's a great sign for the Commanders early, even being a young team. They had talent on the roster, definitely, period. Now let's get to the Bengals, man. The Bengals may be in trouble. You hear me? Now everybody want to speak on the slow start, or the Bengals always have a slow start. They play better ball in December, January, this and that, November, et cetera, et cetera. I get it. I understand. But right now, you lose to the Commanders. Now everybody thought the Bengals would win that game. You're at home Monday night, and you lose to the Commanders, a young Washington, inexperienced Commanders team. Basically get manhandled, dog. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of miscommunication at times. Joe Burrow was looked out of rhythm at times. So it's a lot of things that's going on with the Bengals, dog, that they got to get in order. They got to get together. A lot of questions there. You say 0-3, slow start, but is it really just a slow start, or the Bengals not good? You know, do they have internal problems, internal issues, dog? You know what I'm saying? They have weapons. We know the weapons they got, dog. Well, we ain't even got to speak about that. Higgins, Chase had a great touchdown catch, but it's a team sport. Like I say, at times there was a lot of miscommunication. They looked out of sync, out of whack, out of rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Defense kind of got exposed. So you got to start asking yourself, are the Bengals even good? Are the Bengals solid? Are the Bengals a playoff team? You compare them to other teams in the SEC, in the AFC, you would expect them to be. But right now, the Bengals looking pretty bad. I mean, they should have beat the Chiefs. They gave that win to the Chiefs, but in the NFL, a win is a win, dog. You can't afford to give wins up. So definitely upset by the Commanders, but are the Bengals in trouble 0-3? this early. 0-3, dog. You playing at home. They were desperate for a win and still lost. Still got outplayed, outcoached, outman. Oh yeah, I said the Bengals are in trouble, dog. This is something for them to worry about. Definitely something for them to worry about, homie. You got contract things going on with Jamar Chase and Higgins. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of questions about the Bengals, dog. Can they really get it together? Can they bring it back together? Man, you lose to the Commanders Monday night. I don't know, homie. I don't know. They better go on a win streak quickly and swiftly. All that starting slow, that's cool, but you can only afford to lose so many games early in the season. You know, they're going to put a lot of pressure on themselves for the latter part of the season. Certain games will be must wins, and that's tough, though. Wins are tough to come across in the NFL, man. Everybody good, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just a few things that separates teams, homie. Heavy, but the Bengals better get it together. Better get it together, dog. Communication, the biggest part for me. Communication, huh? You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, dog. But the Commanders outplayed them, beat them up, and they won the game. So solid win for the Commanders. Can they keep it going? We'll see. Who will be the king of the NFC East? The NFC East looks wide open pretty much. But that's my opinion on it, dog. Monday Night Football. How you feel about the video? You agree or disagree, man? Feedback is much appreciated. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell, huh? Big SKOL here. SKOL VIKES forever. Win, lose, or draw. Yeah.